Let's build something powerful in Power BI, a correlation matrix, also called as a core plot. Instead of comparing just two variables, what if we could compare all variables at once? That's exactly what we are doing into this video. So, what is a core plot? So, core plot is a visual that shows correlation between multiple variables, uses a metric style layout, and is inspired by tools like R and Python. Each cell represents the relationship between two variables. Why should you use core plot? You can compare all variables pair at once, quickly spot strong or weak relationships, and avoid creating multiple scatter plots. It is much more efficient and powerful. To build this, we start with the matrix visual and add the matrix visual, place variables in rows, and so set up the structure. This forms the base of your core plot. Now we make it dynamic. Use the field parameters, add your measures like coal, gas, solar, etc. Enable flexible selection. This allows users to control what variables are included. Then we format the matrix. Next, we clean up the design, remove subtotals, increase the spacing, and improve the readability. This step is important to make the matrix look like a proper heat map. Now add slicers. Let users select multiple variables. Control that what appears in the matrix makes the visual interactive. This gives full control to the users. Now comes the core logic. Use Pearson correlation applied across all measures combinations and use calculations group for scalability. This ensures every cell calculates correctly. Here's what happens. Each cell represents correlation between two variables. Values update automatically and entire matrix changes dynamically. This gives a complete overview instantly. Best practice is to make it effective. Keep formatting clean, limit the numbers of variables, and use a color scale to highlight the strengths. So here's the key takeaway. Core plot gives you a full relationship overview and is advanced but extremely powerful and perfect for deep data analysis. So we have this here. Now we are just going to, add the rows here into this particular one, into this visual, like into our column section. Okay, we'll add a y-axis types name and we'll just add from here the y-axis thing. To values actually. Okay, so okay. Now we have this, and now let's just turn off. So now in a very similar way into this core plot that we have, okay, we can choose multiple measures at the same time. The reason we are using this is for the, okay. So here you can see that we can select kind of multiple ones. Now it's coming as a single, right? So let's just go into slicer settings and for the selection we'll have select all. Okay. So now you can see we want to control the selected and energy source with one slicer. So it ultimately filters the rows and columns of the table to the same field to show the correlation pairs. Okay. To calculate a Pearson correlation for the each of the x-axis fields, we are going to tap into the concept of calculation groups, which allows us to perform the same calculation on every measure within a group. Is a selected measure within a field parameters for the y-axis. So now into this, let's copy our existing correlationship x-axis field. from here x and y values. Okay, and now once we have copied this, we are going to go into a y field parameters, a model, and into a model, and into a model. Within the calculation, we'll navigate to the model tab, and then we'll choose to add a new calculation group. Okay, so here we have to go here and we have to click on new calculation group. Okay, and now so we'll select this and make this as a correlations selected measure. Okay, correlation. Okay, and we'll just okay, and we'll paste this into a bar below. Okay, and then we'll need the initial measure name here. That is the x-axis, and we'll see it here like the sum of electricity generation megawatts hours, and similarly for whatever was there for the x1, we are going to change it calculation sums here as well. We have to change it to sum of megawatts and plus sum of x2, calculate x. So here as well. Sum of electricity generation megawatt hours. Okay, and let's see if this formula gets updated or if we are facing any issues here. And for the y-axis, we are going to name it as this. Okay, then we'll double check our calculations once again. and we'll add this to our. Now what happens here is when we are selecting this, right, we can select all and have it like analyze the data as per our needs. Okay, so this is one of the important features of Power BI, and hope you guys have understood this video. Thanks for watching.